In the arid heart of Egypt's Valley of the Kings, beneath the burning desert sun, lies a story that has captivated and terrified the world for nearly a century. It is the tale of a boy king, a hidden tomb, and a curse that has claimed lives and defied explanation. This is the legend of Tutankhamun's tomb, a narrative woven from ancient whispers and modern mysteries. The story begins in 1922 when British archaeologist Howard Carter and his patron, Lord Carnarvon, made a discovery that would send shockwaves to the world of archaeology. After years of searching, they unearthed the tomb of Tutankhamun, a pharaoh who'd ascended to the throne at the age of 9 and died mysteriously just a decade later. The tomb was a marvel, filled with treasures and artifacts that had lain undisturbed for 3,000 years. But with this discovery came a foreboding sense of doom. According to the legend, a curse was inscribed upon the tomb. Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king. The first ominous sign came just months after the tomb was opened. Lord Carnarvon, the financier of the expedition, was bitten by a mosquito, and shortly after, he succumbed to blood poisoning and pneumonia on April 15, 1923. It was said that at the moment of his death, the lights in Cairo flickered and went out. In the years that followed, a series of mysterious deaths seemed to validate the curse. George J. Gold I, a visitor to the tomb, died of a fever shortly after the visit. Arthur Mace, a member of Carter's excavation team, was struck down by arsenic poisoning. And Sir Archibald Douglas Reed, who conducted X-rays on Tutankhamun's mummy, died from a mysterious illness soon after. The list of those who met untimely ends grew longer, fueling speculation and fear. The eerie circumstances surrounding these deaths led many to believe in the curse's power. Some suggested that ancient pathogens, sealed in the tomb for millennia, were responsible. Others spoke of the pharaoh's vengeance, a supernatural retribution for the desecration of his resting place. The media of the time fanned the flames of these stories, creating a sensation that captured the imagination of the public. Yet, despite the curse's notoriety, Howard Carter himself remained untouched by its alleged wrath. He lived for another 16 years, continuing his work in Egyptology until his death from natural causes in 1939. This anomaly has led skeptics to dismiss the curse as mere coincidence, a series of unfortunate events blown out of proportion by a sensational press. Modern science has offered plausible explanations for the deaths. Some researchers believe that mold or bacteria, long dormant in the sealed tomb, could have caused fatal infections. Others point to psychological factors, suggesting that the stress and fear induced by the curse's legend could have contributed to the untimely deaths. Despite these rational explanations, the legend of Tutankhamun's curse endures. The tomb itself, with its opulent treasures and the haunting visage of the boy king, continues to draw visitors from around the world. It stands as a testament to the allure of ancient Egypt and the enduring power of a story that blends history with the supernatural.